where did the notion come from where it's like, okay, I could do this and be semi-successful at it, at opening a gym?
Yeah, I didn't really even like think about the success of it, which I definitely should have. There's a lot of things I would have done differently, but so I had a YouTube channel that ended up being fitness, but it was powerlifting focused.
The Masthetics, right?
It's called Masthetics. And I ended up meeting someone. I already had the name for it. I had the logo. I had everything. And I moved back from St. Louis because I went there for a post-bac program after my nuclear engineering degree in order to do a bunch of shit to help me get into med school. So I moved back and I saw someone else powerlifting, and I kind of recognized him from when we were younger, like growing up in Las Lunas Bosque Farms, and we ended up becoming friends. And he had a little YouTube channel that had like 300 followers. And so I said, hey, I already have an idea for all this stuff. Let's just make it called that. And so we did. And after 3 or 4 years, ended up being successful at like 60,000 followers. So it ended up kind of being, we had kind of started a cult, actually. It was fucking awesome. Like, if anyone pissed us off, like especially if someone has a business, we'll just have our followers send them 1,000 one-star Yelp reviews. They're just fucked. We called it Order 6060, like from Star Wars.
Yeah, we're huge Star Wars nerds. So
okay, good. Order 66. It was originally used by this fitness YouTuber with Down syndrome who called himself Lord Vader, but his followers.
Can you find that, please?
The piss Lord, they call him, Jason Genova. He would order 66 people that wouldn't collab with him. And his piss troopers had a large crossover with the Masthetics Legion. And so we were the other people that could order 66 people. It was fucking hilarious. But so it ended up being like an influencer thing to start your own gym. And so our friend Christian has Alpha Elite, which is now Alpha World, I think. Or Alpha Land. It's Alpha Land.
Is that here in New Mexico? Or?
No, it's in Houston.
Houston, okay.
And it's like a facility that has like a hotel in it, 3 different gyms. Like, it's fucking crazy. He's a killer, though. He started Alpha Elite and 3D Energy Drinks. He's one of like the OG guys on like YouTube Fitness.
Oh, shit. Find that as well if you could, please.
Yeah, Alpha Land opened January 1st.
That's the headline.
Oh, he's doing that hit by Piana?
Yes.
Yeah,
he's the one that got slapped by Piana. Yeah, Lord Vader.
Asked his followers to execute an order
66.
people. He doesn't like them. With threats,
Yeah, dude. Online attack. So he ordered 66 Piana. That's why he was so pissed. And then he agreed to a slap fight, and he just fucking
at the Olympia. It was
it's probably the Arnold FedEx.
at the Arnold Expo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was there. I just didn't see it because he was next to us.
I remember when that video went viral. That shit was fucking. It's because like Piana, they're doing the slap thing. Piana gets a good win on him, and it just keeps going.
Oh, he wanted to fuck him up
Yeah,
so
and
bad. It was
everyone's
his,
like, what the shit?
It was his way to assault someone with a mental disability legally. Yeah. I don't know if Jason Nova's making content anymore.
Yeah, it's that first one right there.
Yeah. Oh my God. Jesus.
That is one hell of a thumbnail.
R.I.P. And then he agreed. Just a terrifying individual. Look at it. It's like, it's fun. And then he's like, all right, I'm actually going to fucking hit you.
Right.
Like,
that's
like, and then he grabs him by the back of the neck. It's like, don't fucking do that.
Ready.
Like, don't. We're never going to do that again.
Ready?
Sir, 66.
You ready? Ready? Are we good? Are we all good now? So you're never going to do that again, right? You promise?
Jesus.
No more stars.
Guy's like literally Marv from
We all need to
fucking
get along,
Sin
right?
City.
After you just slap the shit out of you.
Okay, so anyway, so there was like a small collaboration going on, and you have your aesthetics.
Yeah, I have the
YouTube.
aesthetics with my buddy, and then it was immensely successful. A lot of sponsors, apparel line, like making a lot of money. Fucking for someone that grew up poor as fuck, driving fucking. We had at one point a GTR, a fucking R8 V10, a 911 GT3, living in a townhome, in fucking med school, like fucking. It's like on top of the world, and so I just thought I was fucking invincible. And so eventually, we started to talk about building a gym, and we were going to a small powerlifting gym that's called Zia, that's still here. It used to be like the only powerlifting gym, and we built our channel going there. And because it was like the only facility where, you know, had deadlift bars and a lot of, because I was also simultaneously going for a world record deadlift, which at the time was 717 at 165 pounds. And so people like watching because like him, like we're best friends, like our dialogue together, we're like shit talkers. We're also not afraid to say like fucked up shit, as well as, you know, med school people like watching, and then people liked, you know, watching the world record. And so we had a lot of success. And so we ended up, you know, getting enough money to say, hey, let's just build our own gym. So that caused a lot of tension in the gym we were going to. And then he ended up posting something insulting the gym on Instagram, and we got kicked out way before Legion Iron was even barely even a thought. And so then we were kind of like ended up going to this West Side Power Gym in Rio Rancho. It was just a long drive, and it was kind of like a not a pleasant environment. It was like an old Napa, so still yellow walls, and it was just like, I really do appreciate the guy letting us train there, and he let us train there for free, because we tried going to this other local gym called Iron Soul, and the guy didn't even let me in the door. I didn't even know who it was. Apparently he was the owner, and I tried getting a day pass, and he wouldn't let me in. He wouldn't tell me why. And then my buddy ended up calling him, and he just said, like, it's not a good fit. This just won't be a good fit. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I guess just because we had a reputation for being a little wild. That's it. Yeah, I don't fucking know. No one at the other gym really liked us, just because they're all serious about lifting, and fucking it's like training saying to remain the same, and like I go in and fucking like shotgun a monster and start screaming, you know, before deadlifting, just nonsense. Like one of the famous phrases was like, "Watch me play, playa," and I would just start screaming out like, "Watch me play, playa! Watch me play, playa!" Just fucking cracked out of my mind. I actually didn't even do drugs back then. But Adderall is a hell of a drug. 1,3-dimethylmelamine, the original amphetamine in Jack, is a fucking hell of a drug. But just having the time of my life, lifting with my best friend, fucking going for a world record in med school, just like making way more money than we should have. It was just fucking great. And so I had enough money, and then, you know, found an investor who ended up being the other owner of the gym, because my partner couldn't be one. And we didn't tell anybody that. And so started planning the gym while I was in third year of med school. Which, you know, working 90-hour weeks, fucking, you know, it was time consuming. But at that time, like, I don't know, for me, when I have a lot of stuff to do, like, I'm very efficient. If I don't have anything to do, I have a couple things, I just won't fucking do anything. So, like, Rolling Stone gathers no moss sort of thing. So, you know, I'd be in clinicals, I'd be doing my notes, seeing patients, like, organizing stuff, like, getting prices, like, you know, all that. Like the squat rack in the gym is completely custom, like talking with Rogue, making designs, like figuring out the layout, the logistics of the mats, and the marketing, and the fucking logos, and like the planning of the opening, and getting like influencers to come down. And like it was a, you know, complicated thing, because like when I do something, I like to fucking go all out, you know, like over the top maybe even. But that's sort of my vision of it, was just to be this like big badass awesome facility that has everything for everyone all the time. And that was the thing, because it's powerlifting, it's CrossFit, it's cardio, it has bodybuilding, it has everything, you know. And so there's a huge buildup for it. And the problem initially, well, it was the beginning of the end for the business partnership with the business partner for YouTube, ended up being a manager, is his laziness didn't really affect too much for the YouTube. Because I kind of just prefer to do it all myself anyway. It wasn't particularly interesting to be on camera. But that was fine. But then when I had to come to like showing up and doing something, like getting on your knees and doing work, just didn't do it. So we got a like minor like argument when we started building the gym. And I was kind of getting fed up with how rude he was to my parents, everyone that was helping, as well as like people that were our followers that came to help, like set all these mats. There's like 12,000 pounds worth of rubber mats, and a bunch of people came to like help set up, and he like wouldn't talk to any of them, just like on his phone. I started to get kind of fed up with him just in general. And so when I got upset with him about not returning this fucking pallet jack for a couple days, which was on my card, and I had to return it myself. And he just like asked if I'd return it. I'm like, yeah, I fucking returned it. And I just like slammed my door. And because of that, he didn't show up to help for 6 weeks, not once. So he shows up the day before we open, like, I'm here. Like, I'm the owner. Like, posting stuff on Instagram all the time that are screenshots of what I posted, acting like he was there doing it. And that fucking pissed me off. So I actually did give him another chance to redeem himself and work. And then during that time, I found out from all the younger kids that are around helping, like the interns and my friends, that he was just going behind my back and just slandering me, saying that, you know, he thinks I'm going to kill him to kill him and like take over the business and like all these lies about me. And so once I found that out, I was like, you're fucking done, dude. So kicked him out, and then he was never allowed back. But then, you know, he decided to then hire his little lawyer buddy from high school, was representing pro bono, and sue me. They got me kicked out of the gym with a temporary restraining order somehow, even though he wasn't an owner. And for 2 weeks, and then I went back in, and he was never seen again.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's like the shortest version possible.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I didn't say anything for a couple months, so people believed his version of the truth based on like a story he just typed up in his notes app and screenshotted. That was just absolutely fabricated, total bullshit. But I didn't say anything because I didn't want to give them any evidence that I had, because I had all the paperwork, all the documentation, videos, audio, text. Like I had fucking everything. And so I waited to drop that until I knew like we're fine legally. And then I had like this website called legionirentruth.com, and I had 2 YouTube videos that dropped. Like one got 47,000 views. They're both 45 minutes. The other one got like 30,000. And I even uploaded the audio footage of me roasting him when he showed up before the opening that my sister recorded, apparently, of me just ripping his asshole in half, because it was fucking entertaining. And I was required to remove all those websites from the agreement that we settled on. But yeah, I just basically had to wake up to dozens and dozens of people every day telling me to fucking kill myself and like get mental help and all this shit, because they just believed his narrative that I like had a psychosis and I went crazy, and I was like homicidal and addicted to fucking all the like meth and like who knows what the fuck. He was just like lying. Everyone was believing him. So I would like look at a DM and I'd have like a message that's like talking to me and thanking me for inspiring him to do all this shit, and then underneath it'd be like, kill yourself. It's like, all right. For months.
What the fuck?
For
People
months.
people do not have like enough going on in their lives. That's who these people are.
Everyone will turn on you. Everyone will. So fast.
Jesus Christ. Well, so how long did all that carry on for? The thick of it, I guess.
Kicked him out October 13th, 2018. They never went to trial. I knew it wasn't going to go fucking trial. Just bluffing. But I ended up starting to, like, it all ended like February. And I came out with my videos on like January 1st of 2019. So it was a good solid 3 months where I was just getting fucking rocked online. And he'd post all this weird suggestive cartoons of like animals getting arrows shot in them and like snakes eating themselves and all fucking like allegories of like me, and so stupid. But yeah, I just sit there and just not say anything, not do anything, because I didn't want to ruin the case.
Was there ever any, because I mean, followers of any kind, you know, people do dumb shit for, because especially with like, and I think it was about podcasting I heard this about, where it's like if you listen to podcasts enough, you almost feel like you're in the room with them. You almost feel like you're a part of that conversation.
Yeah.
So if people in general, especially in this country, have a huge problem with celebrity of any, you know, shape, size, demographic, genre of media. And, you know, if he's got that many people that are able to like feel it enough to, I'm going to fucking send this dude a message and say, go fucking kill yourself. You know, go fuck yourself. Was there ever anyone that ever showed up in person to do anything to the gym, try to do anything to you? Did that ever happen?
No, that never happened. I mean, when they got me kicked out of the gym, obviously they showed up. They tried to like pretend they had a police escort, which was fucking retarded. They basically called the police and said, this person's a danger to themselves, like you need to go show up. And then they showed up and they just walked behind him like the police were there to kick me out. I was like, Jesus Christ. It's like, excuse me?
Well, it's good to
hear.
hear.
So fucking stupid. Him and his fucking stupid lawyer. That lawyer's such a dumbass. He was the one I had the most fun fucking with. I can talk about his little bitch ass. Every time I would send a settlement check, which is like I had to pay like the smallest amount of money ever, because I think the other guy told him like they're gonna make hundreds of thousands of dollars off me. It's like, you're fucking stupid. So I had to settle for like some equipment and a small sum of money to be paid over 6 months. And so they didn't. It's so funny. You would think that like all the shit they were talking about me, because I guarantee every fucking day for those amount of time they're just hanging out together and just fucking like talking shit about me and just like talking about what they're gonna do to me and how they're gonna win. Because the plan was for them to open a gym together, like in Scottsdale or something. Fucking knew that wasn't gonna happen. They don't know anything about opening a gym. He certainly doesn't. But they would think it's like they would respect their adversary, because they knew you don't fuck with me. Like, you're just not going to win. Because they know how fucking vengeful and conniving I can be. And I can't believe they underestimated me. They said they gave me the list of equipment to give them, but they didn't say anything about the condition. So I'm like, wait, there's no thing that's like, it must be like in the I'm like, oh, dude. So the day they came to pick it up, I had stuffed everything with sardines. And all the bars, you know, the knurling, the grip, I just sanded it all off. And I unassembled everything into a pile that they'll never figure out, because they're fucking idiots.
I'm sorry. Okay, so you spit. I understand the sardines part. That's fucking great. That's
You
nice.
can't get it out without water, and they're not powder coated from the inside, so they'll corrode eventually if you try to clean it out.
So you spent time sanding down these fucking grips.
Well, I had my dad's power tools at my disposal. He has
That's-
a lot. He's a real dad, so he's got all kinds of tools.
That's fucking great.
Yeah. He threatened to fucking kill me 3 times when they went to pick it up. Because they showed up super pissed already, because this is my bad on my part. So I have a premium Snapchat, or I still have it technically, that I would post crazy shit, and I would post like a lot of information about him. And I posted us doing that. So when they showed up, they already knew I had done that. So they show up just fucking so pissed. And my manager was live streaming it. It's on YouTube under
Please.
his old brand. It's called Project Ronin, because that was his like little project that he never did anything, and he was not doing it. But they show up so mad. His little lawyer, he's like fucking 5'3".
Who's Project Ronin?
My old business partner.
Okay.
He started posting all this Project Ronin, like, wait for this, Project Ronin, Project. So he already like planned this other brand behind my back. And it's funny because it's like, I think a Ronin is a samurai that doesn't have a master anymore. So they're like wandering.
Right.
So basically it's like, I think the analogy was like, I was his master, but he doesn't have a master anymore. But a Ronin is supposed to fucking kill themselves. Like, that's what they're supposed to do.
At the end of their quest, at the end of their like.
Yeah, because they're dishonored.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's called Harakiri or something. It's like, I remember that from Mortal Kombat.
No, no. So it's Harakiri and Seppuku, right?
There's 2
Seppuku
words.
or some shit.
Yeah, I think there's 2 words for it. But so they showed up. His little lawyer's like banging on the fucking garage door. Because I would always refer to, I don't even remember his name, but I refer to him as Rat Law. He's a little rat. Looks like a fucking rat. He's just this itty bitty guy, like Napoleon complex to the max. And to me, he was enabling him to do all this bullshit because he didn't have a fucking cent to fucking hire a lawyer. And so I hired like the best law firm in the fucking state, or I was told they were by this other fucking idiot. But anyway, they showed up. He threatened to kill me 3 times, flipped off my mom. Then the other lawyer was like yelling at me, somehow calling him rat law to my face. And then the first settlement check that I sent him, I said like, well, one, it's you want me to assault a lawyer in front of a bunch of people at my business?
Yeah.
Come on. So I said, you want me to call you rat law to your face? And I suggested that we have a MMA match, Queensberry rules, on pay-per-view. All proceeds go to a charity of your choosing or our choosing, whoever wins. And like, yeah, I'll fucking call you rat law to your face. Because that's the only way I'd get to beat the shit out of him without him suing me. Because that's all
Right.
he's wanting to do is just fucking... And you'd see my friends out in public all coked out of his mind and, like, threaten to kill them and shit. And be yelling at him. And no one knows where the sound's coming from because he's so goddamn small. So every time I sent a check, I had some new way to troll this little bitch. So I think the second one was I just put the memos like for chemotherapy. My dad dropped it off because I would never give him the satisfaction of me handing him a check. And so he's like, "What is this?" Like my dad's like, "What is what?" It's like, "It says for chemotherapy." I did it because he's cancer, right? He's like, "I don't have cancer." And my dad's like, "Then why are you so mad?" He was so easy to antagonize. One of the times I sent it in like a rat trap, and I tried shipping it, but it fucking went off at the post office, and the lady kicked me out because she thought it was like a bomb or something. I don't know. And so then I just put it in front of his door, and then he accused me of putting cheese all over his door, which I didn't do. Oh man, if I can find like the last letter I sent him. It was the most brutal thing. It was so bad that my old business partner called my dad and like made all kinds of threats. It was like, "Fuck you, Jerry, and fuck Garrett, and fuck all this shit. You need to watch what he says, because he's going to get fucking murdered out there. He's going to get killed. He needs to like reel it back." He was like so mad. So fucking mad. It was like, it's just a letter, dude. I was just basically, it's like, I hope you use this money for fucking like a penis enlargement or height replacement surgery. I hope it goes to a good place. They hate each other now, by the way. I have a feeling it's because he kept all the money for all the work he did because he got scraps, and, the other guy was left with nothing. But it was, oh, God, it was so fun. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think it might be in my Dropbox.
I can't.
But it was so fun fucking with that little runt.
I can't believe because I've been to a gym before where the bar, for whatever reason, an easy curl didn't have a grip on it. I don't know why it didn't, but
That's probably just because it was a commercial gym.
And how annoying that is. But just receiving equipment and having the grip sanded
Just gone.
off.
It's gone.
That is next level. That's fucking hilarious.
It's like, dude, it's like, I'm going to get you.
Because I got to say, man, like now, in this, what I love most about Legion Iron is you walk in and it looks like it is a gym for absolute barbarians. Okay? Pick up heavy stone, drop heavy stone, go kill yourself a mammoth, and then go to bed.
Right.
But when you look at the demographic of people that actually go, it is such a wide variety of people. It's everyone from, these actual behemoths who are power lifters or insanely jacked bodybuilders. And then it's just also people that want to do CrossFit movements, kettlebell movements, people who just want to get fit, lose weight, just casually keep themselves in shape. I think
Exactly.
I think it's fucking great what you've done, man.
Thank you,
I
man.
really do. I think it's fucking great. And there's no...
That's what makes me surprised, like, why, like, the memberships... Like, I have a lot of members, but I'm surprised that it's, like, it's so empty.
I think it's because... because what I love about it as well is there's no bullshit. There's
Right.
no fucking TVs on every corner.
Right. That was the whole idea. It's like, everything I hated of any other gym, I just fucking fixed it.
But I
know?
think, especially in a state like New Mexico, where we are one of the most, for being one of the most, the less populated states, we are one of the most obese. So I think that when people want to go to the gym here, they just kind of want to show up and have fun, whatever their version of fun is, which isn't really doing a whole lot. Like hop on a treadmill, hop on an elliptical for like 5 minutes and then walk away.
Yeah.
And then get a really shitty protein smoothie at the smoothie bar and then go home.
Yeah, a lot of people... What I kind of determined was... People go to those commercial gyms if they work out for other people. You go to Legion if you work out for yourself.
Exactly.
Because
Because there isn't anything to do there except work. which is the way a gym should be.
Yeah, that's the environment that I wanted to create, and I thought that's what other people wanted. And a lot of people do, but a lot of people, I think, are embarrassed to admit they like the shittiness of the commercial gym. They like how packed it is. And I guess the only example that I can think of that maybe makes me understand that psychologically is going into a really nice restaurant and it's empty. And it makes you not want to go. It makes you not want to be there.
Because nobody else is there.
Yeah. It's sort of like you want to be sat somewhere in a crazy busy restaurant because you want to feel you're in a place that other people want to be.
Well, that's like the basis. I think that's immediately because I fucking love film, but that's the basis of the psychology behind American Psycho. Is people just doing things for their status.
Oh, yeah.
Doing things for the perception of others.
It's one of my favorite movies.
It's a great fucking movie.
I love that fucking movie.
I love
used to
this.
watch it every single day after going out and getting trashed with my friend after college. We would watch it every single day. I went out and bought all those products that I used in the beginning.
Oh
we
my
would literally wear the face masks. We would put on the face mask, dude. The concealer, the fucking this, the fucking, because alcohol dries your skin. It makes you look older. Christian Bale's so sick in that movie.
I love how that's getting a small resurgence, like the meme culture of like just the character of Patrick Bateman.
Oh, okay.
As being like based or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
But yeah,
awesome,
it is shocking to me why not more people go there. You know? Because like that's the environment you need if you want to improve yourself.
Yeah.
And
It's like if you go in the middle of the day, like sometimes like you'll be the only person there.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, I gotta admit, selfishly, I'm like, yeah, I'm the only one fucking here. I can actually like, this is great. But then I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. That's what like fucking I would think. It's like people are stoked about it. It's like there's 13 squat racks. You can bench in all the squat racks. You can overhead press in all of them. You can have fucking do like rows anywhere. That's the place is supposed to be modular. It's supposed to be so you don't have to wait for anything unless you insist on doing some cable shit because I need to get some more of those. But those are fucking one of those costs as much as that whole rig. That whole rig of 6 power racks connected costs less than a stupid cable cross, dude.
What?
Yeah. Those are $15,000.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. One like the hip adductor costs as much as that CrossFit rig that has fucking 20 pull-up bars, rings on it, a fucking punching bag, fucking 6 places to squat. You can bench on them, overhead press.
The girl,
The
bad
little,
girl?
the bad girl. Do I have the bad girl or the good girl? I think I have the good
Well,
girl.
yours.
I have the good girl.
I've gotta be honest.
I have the good
I've
girl.
never fucking used it.
I only use it to stretch before sumo. I don't give a fuck about my adductor strength. What am I supposed to do? Like, smash a watermelon? Like, I don't give a fuck.
So that costs more than that little jungle gym you've got. Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. But if you go in there, especially when it's busy, there will be more people up there doing the machines than will be downstairs. People love it. It says, I think they don't want to put a lot of thought into what they do.
Well, it's funny you bring that up because I see kind of the same people using that like jungle gym system you've got, all the bars and the rings and the punching bag. It's usually the same people. Mm-hmm. And I got to be honest, like that's something that's like I never really expected to like that out of a gym, but seeing the same people is really it's like it's a weird kind of comfort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
A little community.
Yeah, and I've been lucky enough to become friends with some of them. Mm-hmm. You know, and they're just all like I haven't met an asshole there.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't met just a shitty person.
I'm chill with every single member there. There's been a couple since I've opened that I just don't fucking like.
Oh,
but
I'm
it's
sure.
pretty rare.
I'm sure.
Just people that do stupid shit. People that steal, people shit like that. But the mixing, the melting pot that Legion is socially, which is not even something I considered, has been quite interesting. So everyone in my life now is directly because of that gym. And so many relationships, like an actual like boyfriend-girlfriend relationships, so many have formed because they met at Legion.